Hi Leo and Leo Rising, Sandra from ForYourChi.com. We're here today to do your tarot and oracle card reading for March 2022. We're looking at the first 6 houses. The rest of the houses 7 through 12 will be contained in the extended, and you can see that in the description box and the link below. It is on Patreon, but I've made it affordable for everyone to receive it. Look for tier 2 on there. Okay, what agreement are you making in the beginning of March, and who is it with? This can be a verbal agreement. This could be a gentleman's agreement or a lady's agreement where you shake hands. Or this could be actually signing paperwork, a contract of sorts. Athena is here to talk about your inner wisdom. The bottom of this card says you know what to do, trust your inner wisdom, and take appropriate action without delay. This may be something that has been on your heart and mind for some time and that you haven't done anything about, Leo, and it is finally time to take some action, reach out to a person, something like that, okay? This could certainly be about a new opportunity or a new job, or it could be about anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be about a new job. Now, I sat with these cards for a long time before I turned this camera on because I'm having a hard time delivering this message, because you have the solar plexus chakra in your second house of money and stuff. And so this is the panic phobia card, hyperventilation. You could be freaking out about money or a choice that you've recently made about your money, something like that. Now we have Annie here to say, take a leap of faith in a brand new, different direction. And the reason why it took me so long to turn the camera on is because I want to find the right words, because it's important not to take a risk when you feel like this. You've got to get rid of the fear phobia first before you do this, if you haven't already taken the risk. Now remember, this is your house of money. If you've already taken the risk, then don't worry about this part of the message. This is for those of you that haven't done anything yet. If you haven't done anything yet and you haven't taken this risk in this new direction, leap of faith, I would highly recommend that you get a reading from a reputable reader, someone that you trust and that who's accurate, before you jump into whatever this is. If this is a new way of making money, or if this is an investment, I would highly caution you to get a reading first, okay? And especially if you're feeling like this, I would get a couple of different readings. I have a client, he has 3 readers, and I'm one of them. And he asked the first 2, and then he calls me to make sure that the first 2 were right, which is kind of funny. But it's true. So apparently I am the final decision maker in that regard for him. 3rd house, brother or sister deception and envy. So someone is not being honest with your brother or sister. However, and I've never seen this combination, this is the first time, Irene is here to say everything is working out fine. Your brother or sister may panic and freak out and call you and say, so-and-so is lying to me, I found this, this, and this, but actually it's not as bad as they think it is, okay? Your 4th house, your house of home, throat chakra, you need to speak up with someone with whom you live. Now, if you don't live with anyone, this could be talking about your father. Your father may need to speak up. And also, so speak your mind, Leo. But Mary Magdalene is here to say, don't forget that there's unconditional love. So, if this is a family member, whoever it is that you live with, there is unconditional love back and forth. They are still going to love you after you speak your mind, so don't worry about that, okay? Your 5th house, choose wisely. For those of you dating Leos, this is your dating life. For those of you who are coupled, this is talking about your friendship circle or your fun. And I know this is going to be hard for a Leo to hear. It's going to be very important that you surround yourself with people who have your best interest in mind, who are highly vibrational. Because if you surround yourself with people who are lower vibrating, who are leeching off the Leo, they are going to, as you know, Leo, drain you dry. But it could involve some other contrasts that you haven't experienced before, or you experience rarely. I was going to say it's a rarity, but rarely. That's not fun, right? You could have, someone could slime you and you could get nightmares or something like that, okay? So it's going to be very important to surround people who are matching your Leo vibe, who want to have fun, who are upbeat, who you love, right? We pulled the arts card, express yourself through your creative activities. And I've been pulling stuff like this in the 5th house this month. I feel like this is talking about doing something creatively with your own creative expression. Now, what does that mean? I mean, there's places that you can go if you feel like you want to paint. You can paint some pottery, right? Or you could take one of those classes, what are they called? Art and wine, where you paint the canvas and you drink wine or something, But this could be something more simple, like going to a place that has live music that you enjoy, So inserting the arts into the element of fun is going to be important this month. What is in your 6th house of work and health? Shadow. So some of you Leos could be feeling a bit depressed, or you're not having any enjoyment at your job whatsoever. It's going to be important to pull yourself out of it. Now, if you've got something going on at your job where someone has wronged you or something like that, right? You have Matt here, which talks about Fairness, the Egyptian goddess. So she says, this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. So I like that for you, particularly in your 6th house of work. So don't worry about that. That's going to work itself out in your favor. Now, we're going to go to, before we go to the extended reading, I always look and see who is around you in your 7th house of relationships. We have the Pentacles, which is an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. We also have the Ace of Swords, which is air. We've got Gemini, Aqua, and Libra. But we have the King of Cups, which specifically talks about a Scorpio. And I will say, if there's a Scorpio love interest in your life or on the horizon, you pulled almost an identical match to what the Scorpios pulled in their 7th house. So there may be a Scorpio on the horizon for the Leo here. Look for it in the extended below. If this calls to you, you know who you are, and check it out. Because there's definitely something going on there, or something about to go on. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me, Leo. If I don't see you in the extended, I'll see you next time. Many blessings.